What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 144 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. That's right, we're recording main episodes from home now, so it's less confusing for audio listeners. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. Joining me as always, we have the mayor of Bikini Bottom, Chris Montalbano.
Doll-fied dreams, what the fuck did you do to my girl?
We have the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
I'm gonna put the sin in Sin Eater.
And we got the heart gold do-rag, Madrid Devon.
Nice. It's samurai season.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Switch Bluetooth. We're going to be talking about PS5 firmware. We're going to be talking about Apple products, Persona, Halo, Final Fantasy, the whole shebang. What's up, everybody? I don't need to do a what's up, everybody. So it's been like a long 2 weeks. A lot has happened.
Yes.
Where do y'all want to start with this? Because I know Jalen and I did the PlayStation showcase, but Madrid and Chris, we didn't get to hear anything from you guys about what you guys thought about it. Did you guys watch it? How does it make?
I definitely watched it.
Yeah, I checked it out that day.
I definitely missed PlayStation showcases. Like, state of plays are cool. But with like Xbox consistently showing stuff and Nintendo doing their thing, and then all the like the miss that was E3 and the okayness that was what was the last games week?
Summer Games?
Summer Games. Yeah, it was like they showed some good stuff, but it was nice to get some freshness that PlayStation would show.
Right.
So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I thought they hit strong with they got KOTOR remake.
Yeah, that's putting your dick on the table in the beginning. It's like, okay.
Right, which could be a console exclusive or just like a timed exclusive.
Timed
either
exclusive.
way, like, good
Timed
ass job.
exclusive.
That's tight.
Yeah, either way.
I mean, and then they came out with what was it, Forspoken?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
they
actually showed more plot to Forspoken, which I was like, this game looks cooler every time they show.
That shit was already
it was
super
cool.
high on my list. That's a console seller for me.
Yeah, it's getting better every time they show Forspoken. And
I think I'm going to put the audio in Japanese because I'm here for the story. The dialogue was kind of
hit or miss for you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But you know, it's a Square game. If I play a Square game in Japanese,
No, I'm excited for that one because, of course, like the actress for the main character, like they fucking look the same. That's literally her.
She does mocap and
yeah. So I'm excited to play that, and I wanna see her performance in it. Like that movement looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
Every
time
that combat looks so that's
so
the type
fluid.
of magical world I want to kind of be in.
Luminous Studios.
Like, ooh, that shit's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be so good.
Now, a lot of the other games PlayStation showed, Sony showed, was kind of.
They showed
They were
Grand Theft
cool.
Auto that was like, okay, we're gonna put Grand Theft Auto 5 on play. I was like, okay. They showed Gran Turismo, which is like, it's a Gran Turismo game, but I was like,
shouts out to the Gran Turismo niggas.
The
Where are my
menu
Gran
was fast.
Turismo niggas at?
yeah, I mean,
We
I
out
feel
here.
you. I mean, I'm more of a Forza guy.
Tweet us.
But, like, that's fair.
You're more of a Forza guy.
I just thought the
Casual.
new Forza's gonna be cooler than that one, but it's
casual.
Like, it's fine. Gran Turismo fans are Gran Turismo fans. They buy PlayStations for Gran Turismo, and so good for them for getting a new game.
Or you're a PlayStation fan and you buy Gran Turismo because there's Gran Turismo.
I mean, I just
Because you need more shit to play.
known some Gran Turismo players who have the whole setup with the steering wheel,
The ski.
gas and brake pedal.
Yeah.
Like the whole shebang. That is their setup.
They got
And
like
they're
the
like, I
cockpit
don't-
seat, the bucket seats.
Yep, they're like, I don't take Gran Turismo out of the system for a reason. I don't have a digital PlayStation for a reason. I buy the disc. The case is right here showing what Gran Turismo I'm playing, and that's all that goes into my system, and that's all the system is used for. And you're like, that's cool.
Fair enough.
It's like, no,
I'm not
you're
on
doing
that
it
level
yourself.
at all.
You're weird as fuck.
I just
There's
like
three
playing it.
At least 3 other games you could play.
You know what? If someone's gonna
No
buy the
judgment,
new
though.
Madden every year, and then someone tells me I play the new Gran Turismo every time a Gran Turismo comes out,
Right,
I'm
it's
not gonna
like
hate that person.
it's like once every 5 years. I remember it was like
Yeah.
a couple at the same time during the PS3, PSP era, but
People basically do that for 2K.
Yeah, like all they play is 2K, but they get 2K every year. If you're just getting Gran Turismo because you want to race cars the most realistic way possible, all right, kudos to you. I don't agree, but like, do your thing. You're having fun.
live your
Right.
life.
Live your life.
That's a healthy disagreement, you know?
Yeah, like live your life. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Hey, you know, some people, you want that very specific hit, and that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah. What else did they show in the middle
so-
of like? It was like
Project-
a middle.
Project-
Yeah, I
Eve.
was about to say, what do y'all think about Project Eve?
Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like
Come
every
on,
game
come on, look
before
at me,
they were
look at me. Come on, you know I'm here
Eve
for it.
looked good. I don't know. Like there was
Eve
the
looked
middle
like
time,
Nier.
like
It looked
Yeah,
like
it
Korean
did.
Nier.
Yeah, it looked like a
Shit.
near.
there was just like a middle time where I was like, all right, PlayStation started off with KOTOR, and then they did some like cool things, like Forspoken looked cool, Gran Turismo obviously like it's going to look good. It's Gran Turismo, and then there was like some middle stuff, and then like before they were like, all right, now we're taking the gloves off and we're gonna actually start punching you in the face with the shit we actually like are trying to show. And I was like, oh, this is hit or miss, and then what they finally showed.
So what
I don't-
happened? It was like all that shit, like
Here's
the
some more
death
Deathloop.
loop. Yeah, all
Yeah,
that
it's
shit
like-
was
I'm
the
like,
pre-show, and then they had the last thing was the Uncharted
You
remaster.
mean those last 5 fucking minutes?
Right? Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like 40
I
minutes.
literally looked
last
at the
5
time and I was like, y'all have 5 minutes to show what's gonna be good. Otherwise, this is gonna be like a miss, kind of a miss for me.
It would have been a 5, but then it went like to a 10.
I was at
It did go to a 10 really fast. I didn't
No, I
like
was
Herman
Uncharted.
Hulse came out and said PlayStation Studios, bitch, and then
Yep. And then
much.
like Uncharted was a remake is like, I don't. That's whatever to me.
It's whatever.
But, like-
that's whatever.
Then they went and they actually showed what God of War next, and what God of War, like finally actually showing some gameplay of God of War. I was like,
Yeah,
damn, this
Ragnarok.
one looks good.
top tier
Like,
shit.
They
I'm
showed
ready.
Thor. They like, yeah. I was like, okay, let's fucking go. This game is
Yeah.
gonna be. And then Wolverine. All they got is like Wolverine and fucking bar like pulls out his like blade knuckles, and you're like, okay, yeah, let's fucking go too.
Insomniac don't sleep,
Insomniac
man.
making a goddamn Wolverine.
sleep.
Insomniac cannot do wrong
Right.
at all.
And
What was that
and
game?
it's gonna-
Overstrike?
this is
Fuse?
gonna be fun. It's kind of gonna work in contrast to Spider-Man too, because look at Wolverine. Like, is this dude like super mobile? No, he's the
Kinda.
nigga who can walk and kind of run and has a motorcycle. If anything, I think it's gonna be more of a linear game.
Yep.
He can
You know what
claw
I'm saying?
off walls. That is.
Nobody wants to do just.
No,
imagine him just
wait.
clawing on a wall just
Wolverine's a
all day.
ninja.
Yeah.
Wolverine's like a full-on samurai ninja thing. It
He's
depends
not
on what
about to be
point in the
web-
timeline is this. Is this
not
before he
about to
goes
be
to
web
Japan
swinging.
or after he goes to Japan?
We don't know.
We don't know.
This is old
Insomniac-
man Logan.
This look like kind of like an old gruffy Logan.
It
He's probably
does.
he's gonna play the reluctant hero, and people are gonna be like, oh Wolverine, we need your help, and he's gonna ride out with the homies. They're gonna pick him up in the fucking X-wing or whatever, drop his ass off.
Nah. This. I'm gonna say this right now. It's gonna be early in the timeline, so it's gonna be violent as shit. He doesn't know any of the X-Men yet. This is before all that, and he's probably gonna be out slaughtering the remnants of Weapon Plus.
Right. See, the lack of a problem I have here is that Insomniac's
I'm here for
making
that.
it, and
It
like, right now I trust Insomniac more than I trust Capcom, and Capcom can do no wrong to me right now. And Insomniac is just like, especially after playing
Actually,
Ratchet and
just-
Clank, it's just like Insomniac really can't do wrong to me. On a higher level.
Team No Sleep.
So they showed God of War, they showed Wolverine, Spider-Man 2.
Hype.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hype.
Fucking hype.
Hype.
Venom's gonna be dope.
Yep.
And then, kind of like that whole time I was watching, I was like, wait, who's narrating? That's not Venom. And then I saw somebody, they were talking about, yeah, it's Craven. I'm like, ooh, okay. Okay. So, you know, they're setting up the pieces, you know, shit's about to be fire.
I have no idea who Craven is.
Craven the Hunter. The storyline when he showed up in the comics. Woo. That was a good time.
He's basically
more
that
of
dude
that?
from like the greatest game. That's not what it's called.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what it's called? Yeah, just like you're trapped on an island. It's like, all right, I got a bunch of you guys. Y'all supposed to be great hunters. You motherfuckers are on an island, and I'm hunting your ass. You got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He's basically that dude.
Okay. All right. So since we
And Venom is being voiced by Candyman.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be extra menacing.
I still need to see that movie, but
the new one,
the new,
The new Candyman.
he's being voiced by the original Candyman, right?
yeah.
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 Yeah. That's dope. The movie fucked me up because I was a child, but that's dope.
I didn't see that movie till I was a teenager, and I was like, "This isn't scary." And just,
Apparently, he had a clause in his contract for he got paid every time he got stung by a bee. So he got
Yep.
like an extra payout. I think it was like 1,000 per bee sting.
I mean, I'd be dead after
fuck
2,
it.
but
Like, all right, that's how you think you can take another shot?
Goes into shock.
No.
just on the ground, just not moving, swollen.
Get him this EpiPen.
And $1,000.
They pastured somebody's asthma pump. They're like, all right, hey, here you go. This is the best we got.
Oh damn.
I think if you drink a 40, I think if you chug a 40, that will counteract it.
You
Oh,
think
dead
a
ass.
40 counteracts a allergic bee sting?
What?
What?
Do 40 give you
what 40?
superpowers
Like,
or
are you doing a
something?
40 of high
Right, like,
life?
a 40 of
Like,
kryptonite,
is that one strong
something?
enough,
Like,
or
what
is
the
it
fuck?
like
Old English.
Old English? All right, that might actually be strong enough to just to push the poison.
Nah, it ain't a 40, it's a 128.
Nah, if you really want to get to it, you throw in a shot of some fucking golden grain. Fine.
Not golden grain.
You'll be fine.
I don't think
mixed
it'll be.
with
If you can go and find the original recipe of Four Loko, you drink 2 of those bad boys.
Which was just like commit suicide via alcohol. That's all.
And no type of allergic
Sounds so
reaction will ever
bad.
stop you, you know?
I think
I'm
you
not-
have worse
I'm-
problems than an allergic reaction.
No, it sounds
I'm
like
not a medical doctor, you know. You probably shouldn't listen. I'm not a licensed professional. I think we're legally obligated to say that, probably, right?
yeah.
Yep, the legal team is all over this.
I mean, I feel like if you do a cocktail mixed with the original Four Loko and like 2 ounces of Everclear, I think everything
No,
in
see,
your
the
system is gone.
the
You
potion
just have
that'll
to
give you
drink a
the,
bee hole out of a 40.
This conversation started with Venom.
It's all
well, what
toxic.
they're
so.
talking about drinking is venomous.
Yeah, and it's you can argue that would stimulate your immune system, right? Turning it into like a parasitic state, right? You know, when you regurgitate said bee, it turns into like the symbiote suit. So now you're basically Venom, but with a bee.
Okay.
You're bee Venom.
I'm B-Man. Kite Man.
Kite Man.
I can't wait for the new season of Harley Quinn. I'm here for all of
No,
it.
what I can't wait for is Hit Monkey. I cannot wait for fucking Hit Monkey.
Fuck is Hitman?
It's okay. So in the Marvel universe, there's a monkey that's a hitman. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I saw the
And
trailers for that
Deadpool and
shit.
Spider-Man had to team up to stop him.
What?
Deadpool and Spider-Man had to team up to stop Hitmonkey.
Damn it took some heavy hitters to stop him.
Yeah, that's like.
Hitmonkey is a menace.
What was the
What
one
makes him-
that was in
What's his
What
ability?
If?
Does he get super pissed off?
No, it's a monkey that is that has the skills of a highly trained assassin.
Is it like
Hitmonkey.
Has
what's that
anybody
fucking-
been watching
do y'all
What
remember
If?
Do y'all remember the monkey from?
I saw the first 2 episodes.
Don't judge me, y'all. Do y'all remember the monkey from Powerpuff Girls? Like
Mojo
that
Jojo?
spin-off? No.
The
Was
other
that,
one.
Or was that Dexter's
No, you mean Dexter's Laboratory, and you mean that super monkey. Yeah.
Yeah. Monkey, I need your help.
Is that the same level of Hitmonkey? Do I have like a?
Yeah, but
semi-grasp?
Hitmonkey doesn't have superpowers. Hitmonkey is just the monkey with all the skills of a trained assassin.
I mean, sometimes that's all it takes, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
when life
Hitmonkey was
gives
a
you lemons, you make lemonade. When life
You have-
gives you assassin training,
You make
Yeah.
you
You
make
become a hit monkey.
killer monkeys.
Killmonger?
That sounds racist.
Sorry, man. What if there was a good episode with Killmonger?
Was it like Naruto?
I don't think he was played by Michael B. Jordan. It sounded like a different voice. They can't
Did
get
he
any
sound
of the
like-
big actors, but they got
Did he
Chadwick
sound
Boseman. So
Yeah, I teared up in that episode. I'm not gonna lie.
they kind of.
I saw that episode. I saw the zombies episode.
Zombies episode was pretty cool. I've seen all the episodes. I
Wanda
think.
and Vision
I-
is the problematic couple everyone thinks Harley and Joker are. I'm just gonna tell you that
Wanda
right
and
now.
Vision are like a problematic couple.
I mean, they will be for each other. I mean, in the What If episode, he was literally grinding people up to feed them to his zombie
Very
girlfriend.
true.
That's fucked up. But also,
And then Wanda pretty much warped the entirety of a town
Right.
that people lived
She
in.
cast a hex. Another one. Or the same one. Or a different one. Who knows?
Multiple.
yeah, superheroes are only good until shit goes bad for them, and then they'll kill anything they need.
Was Wanda ever
get their
really
way.
good, though?
Was she?
Well, in between mental breakdowns, pretty
Yeah.
good.
Check your
In between
health.
mental breakdowns.
Take care of your brain.
I don't know. I have opinions. I feel like
Your opinions?
she's very
Such as?
lawful evil.
Lawful evil?
She's not lawful evil. It's
Chaotic good?
the thing about Wanda is what Wanda really needs is to just sit. It's just to get her Vision needs to go off to another planet that they can habitate, do the family shtick, and stay the f off of Earth and mind their business.
All right, so
But like another
by
planet
next
by
week,
themselves, that sounds-
since we're on a complete tangent, by next week we all got to watch Star Wars Visions and those Studio Trigger episodes. Like, I saw one frame and I was like sold on all 9 episodes of this. So,
I saw the trailer and I was sold on all that.
oh,
I was
didn't
sold on the
see
trailer. Like,
I
let's
haven't
go.
seen the trailer. I'm gonna just watch the show cold open.
Oh, go in.
There you go.
Have fun.
I didn't watch the trailer for What If. I just saw like the promo image and I was like, oh, yeah, let's go.
I mean, Disney owns enough studios and enough things that they kind of just make at minimum watchable television.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
I think it's really good. My overall,
I think
like,
some things are very good.
overall,
something.
like, if I take all the things I've watched on Disney Plus, so Mandalorian, Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision,
Was Falcon Winter Soldier really good?
no, I'm taking all of these things as a collective thing. Loki, What If, and then what I anticipate to be Star Wars Vision. Overall, give it a solid A.
You know what? I'd agree with you there. I would not argue with that number.
Okay.
Letter that number. Letter A.
Letter.
I would not.
favorite
I would
number,
not
A.
disagree with that. I mean, but also like it's a solid 8 because it's also like they're not really
you said
doing as much with the characters or doing the things as they could have, i.e., any of the comic shit. But like
Hey man.
Disney, it's one of those. Disney has the resources to be doing more with what they have.
I mean,
But their bare minimum is like an 8, so you know.
Shang-Chi's
just
coming
what
to
it
Disney
is.
Plus soon, and since it's already been in theaters, just watch
Actually,
it.
I need to go to see Ghost in the Shell in IMAX. I need to do that.
That sounds like that would be dope. I'd want to watch Advent Children in IMAX, but so speaking of watching things in IMAX, that Apple event, you could totally watch that Apple event from IMAX theaters. And for once, like I remember in the early days of the podcast, once a year we'd do a tech episode around the launch of the new iOS and the new iPhone. So did you guys get iOS 15? Am I the only one who's upgraded?
I don't know.
Nah, I've yet to upgrade. You know, I always be late and behind on my upgrades. You know, come on now. You know me.
Hey man, it's automating a lot of stuff, and it's been like really good because apparently like just the based on location profiles is like I know what you're doing when you're here, 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 and here, and it's like, but it's like all
what
on
do you
device.
mean?
So it's all on device but location based, and so it's like when I get up, it'll be like, it'll take you this long to get to work. The weather's this, and then on the way to work, it knows to play podcasts, and then and it does like the driving mode. It's kind of like this way they have the driving mode, but just for like a bunch of stuff, like when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're at the store, and it just kind of like, because Siri suggestions already kind of did that, but this kind of does it more uniformly across the thing, like sleep mode, drive mode, work mode, home mode. It's really cool. And I mean, just the amount of stuff I do on my phone. They made the notifications bigger, which I don't know how I feel about. Hopefully it starts like weeding out some of these notifications, because I guess it knows what I check and what I don't check. So
Now, when you say they like play podcasts when you're in the car, is that solely based on? I mean, you have Apple Music, so you don't just have Spotify. They won't do it on Spotify, right?
I mean, I don't know. So recently when I'll have my AirPods in and I'll like do a Siri thing and I'll be like, play whatever, you know? Mm-hmm. And it'll be like, what do you want to play this on? So I don't know what happens if I say Spotify. I say Apple Music because I have Apple Music, but it'll be like, I'm definitely saying play a song or an album or an artist or whatever. And
Has that only been since you updated? Cause
no, that was,
I think that was before.
Yeah.
Because when I tried it on my old phone, it didn't work. It was like, oh yeah, this is not. I'm like, oh. Fuck. But I haven't tried it since I switched over and probably updated operating systems. So I might check that out a little later. I'll confirm. Because I'm downloading iOS 15 right now. Anyway.
turn up. Living in the future,
You know,
man.
I want to see.
14.8.
I want to see it
Apparently, I
look
don't have
different.
15.
What'd you say, Chris?
I said I'm only going up to 14.8. Apparently, I don't have 15.
You have the same phone as me, Chris.
I know. I'm just telling you what my phone is telling me.
You like at the bottom of that screen, if you scroll down a little bit, it'll be like, or just go to iOS 15.
Well,
Oh my God,
maybe I
troubleshooting.
fucked up. That is totally possible. We'll find out. In a second.
Chris is like, I
Stay
won't
tuned,
move
folks.
my finger. I won't literally lift a finger to see.
Nope.
But
It's
so
already
No, I feel that.
the Apple event, so they showed iPhone 13, the whole line, mini, regular, Pro, Pro Max. Cameras are great. Phone has been great. The Pros.
I like these colorways they've been coming out with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
like
like
those-
last year's better than this year's.
Those have been hitting. I just mean like like the past few waves of iPhones, like the colorways have been
Right,
like,
because
really fire.
they changed the base, like with the 10R, the XR,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. They changed like the base model to the colorful model. Because they always had like the 5C, and because the 5C had some heat as far as colors,
Yeah,
and
like those were cool, but like
this,
this
the
this
12
lavender
and the
and like
13.
that mint green they had.
yeah,
Fucking
Yeah,
flames.
that's
And then
I-
this little teal that they're popping with, that's just fire.
I really like that like deep green they had a few years ago on one of the Pros. I
Oh
was
yeah, like that four. Ooh, I was like, ooh,
Yeah, that shit was
I want to
hard.
cop one of those just for the color. I mean, shit. I mean, I needed a new phone. Those Ace, man, they. Like I still love that design and form factor, but I've gotten so used to this one.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it is what it is.
The one thing that's weird about the new iOS is Safari moved the like address bar down to the bottom, and it makes a lot more sense, but it's also very confusing. You get like way more screen. It's not gonna focus. I'm not even gonna attempt it.
Nah, that looked like shit.
It just looked like a blinding light searing into your eyeballs.
Now it looked like a deep fried meme,
But
like extra crispy.
so I was kind of. They announced a new Apple Watch, but it's not that different. I was hoping there have been rumors of one that's like boxed off like the iPhone 12 is, where it's like the flat sides. And I'd probably
Yeah.
upgrade my Apple Watch for that, but until that happens, I'm not upgrading my Apple Watch. I was hoping for new AirPods because I don't have the Pros, and the Pros have the transparency mode, which would be super useful, but alas, no new AirPods. But they did show a new iPad mini, and for the first time ever, an iPad mini looks super dope. It looks like a handheld, like manga and gaming, like it's the perfect
So
size.
you have the perfect use for it, essentially. You have that 1 to 2 singular uses in mind.
My old iPad is just like shitting the bed. It's barely holding on. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, I get it. Like,
served a solid
just wanna play
5+
games and-
years.
Yeah.
you just want to play games and read manga on it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that would probably be the perfect one for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the
No.
thin bezels, like the fact that I can hold it in one hand, and yeah. What I pretty much use my iPad for now, because all I have on here is games, media apps, but I don't watch any media on my iPad, and manga. So, and Twitter, but Twitter on an iPad is a lot.
So,
It's just Twitter, but like wide, because I use my iPad like horizontally, so it's just like long Twitter. I don't know, elongated, widescreen Twitter. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, watch, phone, iOS, and then iPad. That was pretty much it for the Apple event. They talked a lot about like the pros. Cameras, and they have a variable refresh rate screen that goes up to 120. They got all of that going on, so I mean, that's Apple's event. I'm trying to think where I should go. What's up, Jalen?
I don't know.
Just emoted for no
Apple.
reason.
Apple got bored, needed to do something.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm at a good point to refresh because I updated my phone most recently, but as far as like all my other stuff, it's kind of getting somewhat outdated. Like my watch is starting to get a little bit laggy. I'm like, this used to happen faster than it's happening right now.
I mean, how old's your watch? I mean, that's just is if you're gonna stay in the ecosystem, you're gonna have to update every so often.
Right, but
What is it, 5 to 6 years at this point?
Less now.
Has it been 5 years since I've had this watch?
What is that, the Series 2?
Series 3. But I got the Series 3 when the Series 3 was the newest series. Now they're on like the Series 7. So, 4-5 years. But I had a Series 0 before this. I had like a launch Apple Watch. And I knew it
The
was a bad idea.
Series 3 was 2017.
2017. So that's 4 years that I've had this watch.
I mean, I guess that's pretty good for tech, at least small tech.
Yeah, and I've had my iPad since 2016, I want to say, so that's 5 years. So,
Yeah.
and I don't need a full-size iPad. Like, having a small iPad, I can,
Do little things on.
yeah, put a little case on. Like, I don't know why I keep saying little. I guess it's the iPad mini.
It's a mini.
But-
Little mini case.
I'd put a case on it that I could just, like, you know, fit it in, like, the side pocket on my scrubs and just have my iPad. Sit on lunch. Do iPad shit. Weekends. Wait, that's the thing. Like, the iPad, I can't accidentally fall asleep with the iPad in the bed. It could die. But if it were a mini, it wouldn't die. Especially in a case. Alright, so Switch got Bluetooth this last week. And it's kind of confusing because it's always had the capabilities and they just decided, yeah, we're finally going to do it 4 years later.
Yeah, like
Like
it's
my
almost-
close to launch
It feels a little
Switch.
too late to like. Why are you adding this now?
My
You're
f-
almost at the point of being like, we're gonna drop a new system in a couple of years, right?
I mean, the OLED's not even out yet.
I know, but it's like, I don't know. Like Switch is.
It's
they're
Nintendo.
adding- yeah, I know. It's just like, what the fuck are you guys? But finally, thanks, I guess.
It doesn't have mic support. I'm like,
Yeah.
so wireless headphones to my Switch?
It doesn't.
I don't know. For
just
me,
doesn't. It's so
my
stupid.
use case of the Switch, I wouldn't do that. Like, whenever I'm on the Switch, if I'm doing multiplayer stuff, I'm
I mean,
on
I guess if you're like on a plane.
Discord. Sure. But don't,
Yeah,
like my
I
wireless
don't
headphones have wired connection. And so you're going to get better quality out of a wired connection than a wireless one any day of the week. So,
I mean, I guess it's not just like there's Beats headphones or whatever. your
I mean, I
case is,
use
if it's
AirPods, and
only-
apparently the AirPods like aren't the best experience for like I don't use my AirPods to game. I use my AirPods to listen to music and podcasts and talk
Right.
on the phone. And like it reads out
phone
text
shit.
messages. Right. Shit that I would take my phone out for that I don't need to take my phone out for because of my headphones. But yeah, Nintendo being Nintendo. 4 years later, anybody gonna Madrid? Are your headphones are
Sold me to the
Bluetooth
party.
or are they a dongle? Like, how are your headphones hooked up? Because I see me and Jalen are wired, and Chris. Like, so me, Jalen, and Chris are all
Dongle.
wired. It's a dongle. So, does it have Bluetooth, or would you? Because you could have plugged a dongle into the dock a while ago and used wireless
just
headphones like that.
I never had a reason to like.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing online. We're probably in Discord.
Right. And that's where my headphones are wired to.
Yeah, I could be wired to it. I could be on my phone on speaker. I could literally do anything else.
And it's not like I'm trying to hear Monster Hunter Rise, like,
right. I
on
don't
that
have a
level.
reason. I just thought of something, but
What you about to do? What deviousness?
nothing.
Sounds like an Apex Smurf account. Sounds like some.
Oh God, on Switch? No, I wouldn't waste my time like that. That's a
Yeah,
waste of
no, you could
everybody
not pay
involved.
me to play Apex on Switch.
Not with my PlayStation right here. With this account? No.
Oh yeah, start over with no cosmetics. Get an heirloom.
No, I still got my heirloom, my crafting shards.
Oh yeah.
I finally got heirloom shards, and I haven't spent it yet because I was gonna get it for Revenant because it's a fucking scythe. But now like a part of me's like, Madrid, maybe you want it for Lifeline. You play Lifeline all the time. You're a Lifeline main. Those shock sticks aren't so bad. Like, fuck.
Yeah, none of us have the shock sticks. I have the scythe and Gibraltar's axe. Jawan has
Zenwa has the shock
bloodhounds.
sticks.
Oh,
Zenwa has had those shock sticks at least for the past year and a half. So he stole the RNG for for crafting materials. So here we are. I don't know.
I mean, you could just like buck the trends and just get like caustics.
Yeah, fuck it, right? Just get it on one I just never use. Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
my first
just waste-
one was
waste
on
those materials
Gibraltar,
like
and
that.
I like never used Gibraltar. My Gibraltar pick rate has gone significantly up, and Revenant. Even though I'm still a Fuse main, and they gave Fuse a good skin recently, so
I've been playing Rev even less, especially when he was busted. That's when I super fell off of using him, and now they nerfed him a little bit, and I don't know. I just haven't been playing him as much. More Valkyrie.
okay. So, PlayStation announced a 3D wireless headset in black. So the Pulse headset that came out with the PS5 is now available in matte black, and considering the battery is starting to go in my old Pulse headset or my gold headset from my PS4, it's I could just get new headset. And apparently the Pulse is really good, and with the Tempest and the 380 audio, and hopefully a next gen update for Apex. Just saying. Every time I play Apex, I'm ray tracing, fucking 3D audio. I know it has positional audio, but it hits different from PS5 games. Haptics, all that shit I need.
PS5's headphones the best to get, or is
For the price range, yes. Just because it's tuned, But I'm sure you could spend more and get better stuff, but for $100 seems to be the most solid option. Wireless, you can adjust game audio and party audio on it. You can mute. For the same price as the golds that I got a few years ago. The only problem with those is the way they fit on my head, and I wish I had a way to try on the Pulse headphones before getting them.
Is this the one where you can send in a picture of your ear canals?
Yeah, Mark Cerny already has a picture of my ear, so. And I'm sure having tunnels there's some sort of echoing going on in there, I mean, a unique use case. Got big altered ears. the
Wait,
lifestyle.
are you saying for like $100 you send in a picture and they're like,
No,
gonna craft
no.
something for you?
For $100, yes, I pay them $100 to send them pictures of my ear.
Sounds about
Is that
right.
what an audio file is?
So Robbie, the resident audiophile, says size and comfort turned me away from the Pulse. So Robbie, in the same price range, what would you recommend? Like, what would be a better, because I have a big head and big ears, so
I
I'm
got,
gonna keep it a buck.
I feel
need-
like I got the Logitech G series. Have these like that I have on now.
Yeah,
The,
I kind of
like-
want wireless
I
though,
also
because
have a Logitech G77.
the freedom I have when
These
I wear
are wireless.
my-
They have both options.
Okay,
They come with options. Like I could literally just be like,
it's just
bam, options, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, no, these are comfy and they're like the ear cuffs are pretty big. The only thing is like this light bar, right, will reflect on your glasses if you wear glasses.
What's weird is they put on this one, they put the light bar on the other side, why.
I see.
but they did. And so
So
I
people
think-
watching you from behind can.
Yeah, they'll be like, this man has RGB on the back of his head. I love it. But yeah, these are like, I got big ass ears too. 'Cause I'm
so
a
wait,
big
both of
person.
y'all are rocking Logitechs?
I love
Yeah.
Logitech shit, but
G77.
Okay,
I think that's what it was.
and that works wirelessly with your PlayStation? Okay.
if you put the dongle in there, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have a dongle slot. I have to use the dongle for the
Oh,
gold
yeah.
headset.
I
So
got the G933, and it's both wireless and you can plug in a head jack.
Hey Logitech, just saying, we're right here.
Right.
You know?
I have so much Logitech shit. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to spend any more money.
holy shit, these are cheaper. These Philips like open back ear.
You just got to go on Amazon and just really nerd out on some
I
shit.
mean, Robbie is one of the sources. Like, he has like balanced cables and stuff, and he just sent me the SHP 9500s, and these look like significantly better and for cheaper. Shit, you can get this shit as low as 62. And so this, I'd have to use the external mic. Your Razer headphones? I had a pair of Razer headphones and they broke.
No. Yeah, Razer.
Yeah, I feel like all my Razer things have like
They're okay.
slightly broken in weird ways. Like my Razer camera had like the joints kind of fucked up. My Razer headphones, they broke. Not the biggest fan of Razer. I like Corsair shit, but isn't Corsair and Logitech and all that the same shit basically?
No.
No? They didn't all
No.
get bought by the same thing?
At least I don't think so. They're all making like. If you go look at what Corsair's
It's
doing
like-
compared to what Logitech's doing, they're all doing like kind of different shit. I think Corsair and not Logitech, but they're doing something just as much as another team, and like you can literally see just like a printed on brand name, and they just both have the same shit. Like their keyboards are all the same, their headphones look all the same, and you're like, I'm pretty much buying the brand at this point. But Logitech's the only one that I see that it's like, okay, your design looks different than what everyone else is selling.
Yeah, I mean, between you and like seeing streamers like Data Dave and like Twitter people and Twitch people use Logitech stuff, it all looks really, because they, I know for a fact, bought Elgato, so
Yeah.
it's all that same.
Logitech is like becoming a tyrant and trying to buy a lot of things.
That's why I thought Corsair was part of that. Because I have a Corsair mouse, Corsair keyboard, and Corsair RAM. And I'd take a RGB headset. It just, I need to go somewhere where I can just try on a bunch of headphones and see what feels the most comfortable. Just like put on a headset, stand around for 30 minutes, take it off, put on another headset, get the real feel for it.
Oh, Logitech bought Streamlabs.
Streamlabs?
But they did not buy Corsair.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't buy Corsair, but they bought Streamlabs.
So speaking of PCs, Jalen, Chris, you guys play Final Fantasy XIV on PC. Me and Madrid, we play on PlayStation. There was a Final Fantasy XIV live letter last week.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed Reaper and Sage. They showed all the new job actions for all the classes.
Man.
Yes.
Man.
They fed us significantly. Like, it was a really long stream, but just like the job actions trailer, if you haven't seen
we
it.
were in that shit locked in for
Right,
hours.
and
just sitting
Reaper,
there
when
watching.
Reaper was going off, everybody's just drooling, like, oh my god. And it just kept going, like.
Yeah.
We were just in the party. Oh my god! Oh, what? Is that oh my holy shit! Rag's just up here.
Just everywhere, just so much.
He's always
so
been a
much of it.
scythe dude.
Yeah. No, this
Like from
this,
rip.
Reaper looks dope.
Endwalker's about to be amazing. I know they said they wanted to like kind of consolidate the classes and put them on like a minute to like a 90-second timer for their rotations essentially. So they kind of just, when they were showing that video, it was just like, yo, check out the rotation. Look at the
vision.
it is. Look at the vision. Like here's casually you on the moon, just like yeah.
Too much
can't
Lalafell.
wait.
That was my one complaint about the live letter. Too much Lalafell. Because every time they had to demo something on a class, because they reworked Summoner, and so and they showed Reaper.
Yeah,
and
they
Sage.
reworked.
Perfectly
Oh man,
balanced.
I need it.
Perfectly balanced.
So what they did for Summoner is they reworked the class, because the way it works now is you're pretty much on a minute timer to summon Bahamut into Firebird, and in between you're kind of just spamming Ruin, just pressing one button. Now they made it so that when you summon Bahamut or Firebird, you get Aether Charge, so you can then use the abilities of the main three primals.
Titan, Garuda,
Like
Ifrit.
Garuda, Titan,
And they actually summon
Ifrit.
them. Yeah, and it like infuses them with their power. So
And not those little weak ass Aggies.
Eggies, yeah.
Eggies, yeah. Nah, we got some we're truly summoners now. Like that's kind of, I stopped playing summoner because I'm like, I'm not really having a good time with this. Like I know my rotation probably wasn't like more complete, but
No,
I'm like, I am bored.
Summoner does not feel good to play until at least 70, when you can get Bahamut.
That's so far into something.
I mean 60.
Exactly.
Whenever you get
That-
Bahamut, which I think is 70.
Is 70? Okay, so I'm at 60 on my scholar, so we're fine. I'm leveling summoner very passively for now, but knowing this update's on the way, I'm about to be eating, you know? Either way, summoner, if a summoner eats, a scholar will eat. If a scholar
Are you gonna give
Can't
up
say
on
that.
Scholar?
no.
No, absolutely not. I'm still
No,
main
'cause-
role healer. And I'll probably be playing Scholar through most of Endwalker.
Yeah, Scholar's still really good. That's probably why they didn't have to go out of their way to fucking literally rework the class.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
But seeing that video is just like, damn, we really didn't get shit.
Right? It's like,
I mean, we don't know everything yet, but like looking at it, I'm like, we got a Peloton. We got they changed the animation on Art of War.
meanwhile, Paladin gets 3 holy swords that come out of the sky and smite their enemy.
Yo.
That has me wanting to play Paladin.
Gunbreaker gets an additional bullet, like the dancer. the additional stuff, because when we watched it, my dancer wasn't at 70 yet. And now that my dancer's 70 and I'm starting to see like the new stuff, like the actual like icing on the cake of the rotation, I'm like, oh,
They get excited, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Ooh, its samurai look fucking
Yes. So I mean, Samurai's just awesome. Samurai.
Wait. If we're talking about melee DPS, it's got to be Monk. It got
Oh
to be
yeah,
Monk.
Monk snap.
Yo.
Monk
Monk,
did
did
snap.
Monk get a? Isn't that a rework basically, or is it kind of like?
No, I just think they got some
I
extra
just don't
toys.
think
It's
any
just
of
got
us,
some extra
none of us
tools.
just play Monk. So none of
Yeah.
us were used to whatever the fuck was going on. And we're just like, whoa, hold
Oh,
up.
you're getting those fucking teleportation charges. That looks pretty sick.
I have 2 of those on my dancer right now at 71. Just, it's. I really like the mobility.
it's like
Because coming from Warrior, where you, like, I guess you have one move, but for how I have it
Fell
set up,
cleave.
it's not really. Well, yeah, fell cleave. When in doubt, fell cleave out.
very true.
Very
That's
true.
the gospel of warrior.
Yep,
Correct.
pretty much. Berserk, fell cleave, fell cleave, fell cleave, fell cleave, fell cleave. If it's not dead, do your rotation and then fell cleave.
That's fair. That's fair.
Extreme trials in a nutshell for warriors.
Ninja also looks like that fucking Chidori.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, they put their foot in this. I'm excited to see what else is coming in this update. Now that I'm a 14 nigga, I am locked all the way in. At least until I run out of game time.
I talked mad shit about Red Mage, and then I saw what fucking Red Mage they added, and I was like, yo, y'all did some shit to Red Mage, and now I gotta fucking level this shit up? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Red Mage
level
look
your
good.
red? What level are you on your red mage right now?
74?
74?
Oh yeah, that's
you're
higher
almost
than my
done.
dancer. Yeah, you might as
Yeah,
well.
I'm not doing bad.
That's
on
higher
Red
than
Mage,
me total.
But like, yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I was just like, wasn't gonna level up Red Mage. I was like, fuck it. But then I saw this, and I was like, you guys are adding like combos and like. You going in for strikes, you're like coming out of it, hitting
That
for
fucking
holy.
shield they put up?
Yo.
Oh my god. Yes.
It is a DPS fucking like Sage is to Red Mage as Red Mage is to Sage now.
All right,
I
so
feel like.
Yeah.
what about
It's like your jack of all trade
Right.
kind of hero, you know?
attack and defend?
Yeah.
Be gone, Gnarlian.
Yeah,
And
they're
support.
You're like your DPS support, and then Sage is your support DPS. And it's like this
Sage, your
looks cool.
PlayStation
I'm here for
fanboys.
it.
I just want to say there's no way whoever was like came up with the concepts for the Sage move.
Sages are fucking mechs.
Right.
Yeah, but all the like signs and everything, it does triangle, circle, cross, and square. I kept getting shit for not saying cross. Like I had like a whole week of not
I
getting
made
shit.
so many because you came to
X.
Marissa's birthday party and you're like you said X and I was like you mean cross, but like just being like a fucking little asshole because like I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say X for the rest of my life.
But I'll say cross.
Oh yeah.
But
As an
people,
intellectual.
apparently, real PS4 motherfuckers are like, no, it's a cross. And I'm like, it doesn't look like a cross.
That's the X, baby.
It's
an X?
cross.
X's-
It's like Street Fighter
X's are
cross
like this.
Tekken.
I did cross.
Crosses
Yeah.
are like this.
In all of history.
For
Did you not
Americans.
play Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Monster Hunter Double Cross? These are all things that have happened before.
But I also
not before
played Guilty
PlayStation.
Gear Zex. Okay? So I should just call it a fucking Zex.
I'm just saying.
Or a 10. Just be like
it's
Apple.
just based on what you called the button when you were a kid. And I called it an X button.
Yeah.
Am I ignorant to what the button's actually called? Yes. But I'm going to stay ignorant to what the actual button's called. And that's okay.
You know, we could call him whatever we feel like.
Okay,
It's box.
speaking of being ignorant,
Pyramid.
Chris, as the resident black mage, what the fuck did they do with y'all? Because we were watching it, we were like,
Where's Chris?
Okay, so from what I was
This is
seeing,
good.
they were running through the rotation. They were hitting their like Blizzard 4.
I just saw explosions.
Going into like Fire 4, and I was just like, okay, same shit. Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 4. Hit him with a fire, but they didn't hit him with a fire. They added this new little thing. Okay, so if you looked at it, it has 3 little blue things, and that helps your MP. Like, it cuts your MP cost for shooting Fire 4s, because that's all you want to do as a black mage, is you just want to explode shit. And so their 4th one they just add was like, all right, you can do a Fire and Blizzard combo, and that resets your timer, and you can just do more Fire 4s. So you're doing a shit ton of damage, you're doing more Fire 4s, and also, fuck it, we got this new ending combo for you. When they just added one in fucking Shadowbringers, they're just doing like, they're just like, here's more explosions for you, and I'm fucking here for it. I'm
So y'all are
for
eating.
it. I'm just,
Let's go.
more DPS for me, thank you. And you made my rotation less stressful. I'm always in the weeds, but this makes me less in the weeds. And I'm so Red Mage. So that's what they did. They did Red Mage, and I was like, Red Mage looks super cool. I'm gonna do that. And then they showed Black Mage, and I was like, I mean, maybe I'll do Red Mage.
Oh, so you just gonna change class? It's fine.
I will.
I
but,
really
like,
might-
Black Mage is just like
Dancer might
they
be
keep doing
my primary,
super dope shit.
or Dark Knight, because I'm
Everyone
starting to
looks
wake
super
up to the
cool.
Dark Knight.
I'm pretty much about to do the rest of MSQ as a samurai.
You know, that's
Dungeons and trials. I'll
happens.
use my scholar.
I'm not gonna call you basic.
My scholar is at 61, so you know. I just need to level my samurai, and my samurai also gets a lot of the drip because of the MSQ quest. Well, the MSQ, you know,
To be
it's
honest,
giving me shit for Disciple of War.
if you want to be the highest DPS melee class, Samurai is the highest.
Reaper looks like it might take that title.
And
Reaper
it could,
looks
but right
Reaper
now,
also
as
gives
we're talking,
buffs.
right.
yes, they're like
Buff,
the 2 new
debuff.
classes are just like,
It's looking like it's got a little life steal.
oh, it's so good.
The Dark
I was
Souls
saying it would
and
be.
the Light
I was saying it would be
Cells.
bracy if they gave it like a couple slick time magic spells, like.
Did you see that video I put in the Discord where they went over? They looked at all the tooltips, looked at multiple translations of all the tooltips, of all the stuff on the Reaper, and like started piecing together the rotation and how it's going to work. It was like a 20-minute video I put in the Discord, but it's like I was watching it. I was like, yeah, I could
It's gonna
get
have
with
some
this.
time magic. Yeah. No.
Just imagine like, okay, so they're making these 2 really good jobs that are like trying to do multiple things, and they're like got different like variants of what they can do, and like how hard is Endwalker gonna be? Just like take a second and be like,
Well, that's part of the reason why they said they weren't going to focus on giving all of us a bunch of new abilities and put us all into the 1-minute timer so they could do more with the mechanics
right, like
of the
Endwalker's
fight.
gonna try
So
to kick us in the teeth.
I'm here for
I'm
it.
here for it. All the mechanics. Thank you.
Right,
I feel
Madrid.
like it's
feel
gonna
like-
be AOE hell. You just gave me a attack that resets my counter within my rotation without fucking shit up.
I can't wait
It's
for
gonna be
Jalen
AoE
to get to
hell.
the near raid.
Here's my thing about.
speaking of that, I
14.
still got to do that trial.
The Rathalos?
No, Dancing Plague.
Oh, that's the story one you're on?
Got to fight. Yeah, I got to fight Titania.
Okay, here's my thing with 14. When it comes to video games, 14 feels like you're binging a series at this point for somebody like me who has so much content to catch up on. So like seeing those changes even from like early A Realm Reborn to like Endgame, I'm like, oh shit has really changed. Like like just gameplay mechanics wise, and going forward into Heaven's Word. So like going at it at this expedited rate, I'm just like, oh wow, this shit is wild.
So how far?
But somebody like you, Chris, who's been playing since what, Heaven's Word?
No, I just started playing in 2019.
Stormblood?
Shadowbringers?
Shadowbringers, I guess. Yeah, right before Shadowbringers came out, I started playing 14. So I did the same thing that technically you guys are doing for Endwalker, I was doing for Shadowbringers, was just like speed running those 3 to like get to Shadowbringers before it came out.
Get to the juice.
Yeah, and so
Did you start playing before and it just didn't stick yet?
I think back in like maybe a couple years before that, like Jalen was like, yeah, play 14, it's really good. And I was like, I like MMOs. I played RuneScape. And
Fuck yeah.
and then I played a couple and I was like, this is a lot. I don't think I'm going to get into it and stop playing it. And then, my friend Dylan, who was a roommate, got addicted to 14. It was like, no, you should really fucking play this game. And then I was like, okay, I'll try it again. And then I was like, oh, I should really fucking play this game.
And
Here
now
I am. Yeah.
we are all just playing this fucking game.
And that's okay.
Yep.
Good show.
Okay.
But yeah, I just said all that to say I'm enjoying digesting all this
wish
great lore and story.
You won't
really
feel
do
burnt
wish-
out until Stormblood. Stormblood
Yeah.
will burn you out.
And it's the end of Stormblood specifically.
Yeah. I really do
Stormblood.
wish I played this game earlier, back when I first started, because I wish I'd take my time with every little piece. Like, as much fun as I'm having in
we can still go
Shadowbringers and
back.
like,
I mean, there's always New Game Plus.
I know.
Very
like,
true.
I mean,
no, not like with the story
Helping me with
quest.
quest is doing just that.
No, I'm talking
essentially.
about like the outside stuff, like me having fun with like, I'm doing relic weapon stuff. I'm doing like.
I'm doing relic weapon stuff. I was
Right,
running
exactly.
Heaven's Word.
You're doing fates.
Fates.
You're like me doing fates. I'm meeting other people who are also doing fates. I like the other day I was doing fates, and they were like cool, and we partied up and like chatted via the chat, which I fucking never do. And they were like, "Yo, join our free company. You'll get more experience and like extra stuff." And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And like we got into the free
So they
company
get
and
you-
we were all just like talking shit, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And we're all just like, I met based on doing Fate, which is not something I did during my original play, just trying to get through the story. I'm like actually experience what Final Fantasy XIV was supposed to be, and the expansion that you're stuck in. Like I'm stuck in Shadowbringers. I'm now experiencing like I play Final Fantasy XIV at like 4 p.m. before everybody's off. I'm playing by myself, but I'm finding other people to like chat with. And like
Chris
have a
just
good
making new
time.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different ways you could play 14 too.
Right.
Like, Jilly, you
It's
said
like-
you've been working on your crafting classes, right?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of crafting because I want the rest of the orchestra roles, and for you to take those faded ones and convert them into functioning orchestra roles, so you can get those boss music in your room. You got to get your alchemy up.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw that's how you repair it. I was
Systems
like,
on fucking systems.
Yeah.
right. I've been playing Triple Triad. I came first in an online tournament the other day.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either, but fuck yeah.
You guys don't play Triple
It's-
Triad?
it's the card
It's a
game.
card game. All the cards you've been getting.
I told you I went to the Golden Saucer only for the Red
Cards?
Mage's like storyline.
Oh no, dog. We gotta get you. You gotta be playing your daily scratch offs. You gotta be playing your weekly Fantasy 4 numbers. You gotta be playing.
I'm already addicted to 14. I don't even need to be addicted to gambling in 14.
I know it's fun, man.
I get it.
It's low risk,
That
high
also
reward.
sounds like you sound like someone who's addicted to something that's just like trying to give me. It's fun, man.
It's a,
Look, it's because we want something. We want the
Scratching that
car and we
itch.
want the turtle.
Yeah,
and
I
you got to
really
get
do
those
want the
points.
car
I do
and
feel
the
like I
turtle.
have a lot of the cards. I played a lot of the near rage, and I got a lot of cards that I
and those cards are
until
good.
right now, didn't know what they were for.
Yeah, you just open them in your inventory and it claims them and adds them to your deck. If you have multiple ones, you can trade them for MGP at the Gold Saucer, and then you can play against NPCs around the Gold Saucer, and then they...
Also around the world.
Yeah. I haven't done any of those because I don't want to accidentally pick up a leave quest, because fuck that shit.
What's wrong with League Quest?
It's just annoying. Just give me a fucking quest, okay?
It's fine if you have to kill stuff. If you have to escort shit, that's when I'm like, I'm over this shit.
I ended up doing like a Beastman quest last night, like a Beast Tribe quest.
I accidentally picked up one of the
fuck?
Shadowbringers ones trying to get the Aether Currents.
Shit too.
Yeah, they apparently give you a lot of XP.
Like Beast Tribe quest.
Yeah, I have the
And then
one in the
they'll
Sea
keep giving you
Clouds
quests too.
and the Pixies.
They're like your factions in Destiny, but like factions aren't limited to one thing. It's like you build your relationship with these beast
With
tribes.
all the beast tribes.
All the beast tribes, and they give you more and more stuff.
When it comes time
help
for that
solve their
final
problem
war,
so they won't summon another fucking primal.
Yeah, that's also tight.
no, see, there's always like that other group that's like, oh yeah, either we're the heretics or they're the heretics, and they're summoning
all
these
of
fucking
Heaven's
primals.
Ward was just like
Heretic.
the dragons
Like
are
the
evil,
church.
and then you're like,
There's the
oh,
one
no.
mind and the free mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I helped them out. I helped that one get a name.
All right, so a couple more things I wanted to talk about before we wrapped. Halo Infinite's having a flight this weekend and
freestyle?
next weekend.
Is it their Halo Infinite's going to Microsoft Flight Simulator?
No. They're having tests that are actually testing things and not just glorified demos, which are what betas have become. This is like actual beta.
Okay, cool.
So they're doing it on Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC, and you have to have a Halo Waypoint account linked with your. Yeah, so do you check your email that would be attached to that? Because you might have an invite.
I don't remember which email I used. It's fine. I'll look it up later.
Okay, so Halo Infinite, I want to give it a try. Play on my either my Xbox One or I'll play it on PC. Really doesn't matter.
If I could try it, I would, but it's not a huge deal.
You would probably run it on your PC.
Yeah, that's fine.
What?
I don't think Halo Infinite is going to be a super powerhouse game.
Nah.
No, they're saying they're building it to be flexible enough to where everybody can kind of run it. If you're in the Xbox ecosystem, you won't have to feel like you're left out. Because Xbox cares about their people.
Right, and eventually it'll come to
Game
phones. And
accessibility. Yeah.
so the other thing, what's up?
Be
Chris?
on phones as soon as day one.
Is it coming to cloud day one?
It's gonna be on Xbox Game Pass, and cloud is.
Not everything on Game. Is everything on Game Pass on
It's gonna
cloud?
be-
No, not everything on Game Pass is on cloud because they have to distinguish when things are coming to cloud. So not
Right, but I
everything
think
on
this
Game
one
Pass is cloud.
I think this one is coming to cloud. I mean, tell me I'm wrong by adding me in the Discord, saying you're wrong. But I think
So-
that one is coming to-
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the PS5 got a firmware update that was the one that was in beta. Now it's finally out. Games clearly have PS4, PS5 version labels on them, so you'd have to really try to play the wrong version. It's closer to smart delivery, and it separates like in your library, in your installed, it's like this is the PS5 version, this is the PS4 version, and it has them as just two totally separate tiles for games that have both versions. And they changed up like the party menu, the game base is like way better. The trophy menu is no longer the hot garbage it was before. The trophy menu is like it's probably the best trophy menu PlayStation's had so far. Like, I know the Vita had a really good one for a really long time, and the PS4 was really good, but this one's better than both of those.
What makes it better?
It is now vertically oriented. You can read the entire description of the trophy without having to click into the trophy. It has the rarity and like if you obtained it and the date you obtained it and the screenshot and all of that. Like, it has all the information that the PS4 version would have had, but just kind of presented well.
Oh, okay. So it's just a updated, better look.
Yeah, like pretty much a lot of the UI stuff with this, unless you install a SSD, the things you're going to notice are like system, like menu things. Mm-hmm. And they have they added support for 3D audio out of TV speakers. So even though I'm pretty much always wearing headphones when I'm playing games, it's an option out there for people who play their games through TV speakers.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to, I get a PS5, I'm going to play it out of my soundbar on my big-ass TV and just get that big possible experience I could possibly get.
Yeah, and I mean, those have the 3D audio support, like things will be sounding like they're coming from behind you without an audio source behind you.
That's cool.
So...
Oh, that's dope.
Plus, I got the Sony TV. I got the Sony surround sound. So,
surround
PlayStation
sound
should all work together and
hopefully
just Sony all over my face.
A guy. Never mind. I'm just gonna the firmware. I'm trying to think. There were some other things that I was noticing. So you can quick menu that comes up when you hit the home button. Now you can there are things that were on that menu that I'm like, I never use this whatsoever. So you could disable more things. Like, you were able to disable some things, but I think I legit just have home, recent games, like game base, which is parties and messages and stuff, sound settings, and power. So it's like a lot more minimal, and I can get to whatever. I don't have to scroll over icons that I'm not using because they weren't able to be disabled before.
A lot of quality of life.
Yeah, that's really what this update was. Like, if you want to get an SSD, put it in there, it'll work. If you want to hunt trophies without having to use PSN profiles, and they let you track trophies. So like cool. they have it where trophies now have achievements have had this for a while, where if you're progressing towards something, like if you need 25 headshots, it'll tell you have however many out of 25, and that'll be like the percentage towards completion. And like 14 has it where I did like my 300th dungeon the other night. Mm-hmm. And so I got the trophy for that, and I'm working on my 100 Fates trophy. And it's letting me track these, and as I'm making progress, it's like these track trophies are put at the front and center of when I bring up my cards. It's just quality of life. And when you guys get PS5s, you guys will... all this stuff will just be there for you. You will never have had to have dealt with the fucking terrible original trophy interface. You guys will it'll just all be there.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And
can't wait for that.
The party, before you would have to, if you wanted to send a message to the group message on PlayStation, you'd have to open a separate thing. But now, like, the card that opens when you open up a party, it just has, like, a text field that you can type into. It has you don't have to go into the party menu for anywhere near as many things. I think I've only gone into the party menu one time since they updated this interface. So it's a lot better. I don't have to, when someone says a screenshot, I can just bring up that screenshot and then hit circle and it's gone and I'm back to what I was doing.
That's tight. That's actually super dope.
Can't wait for this Discord integration. Like, put Discord on top of all of this improved shit.
Oh, oof.
I mean, it's already confirmed to be coming.
Yeah,
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Like, hop into a Discord. Like,
Dude, when I hear that in the PlayStation, that's gonna hit.
yeah.
So I really think that Discord and Sony, they're like taking that care to really tailor like a good experience for it.
I don't think Discord's going to put out an app that's bad because that could fuck up their reputation overall. So,
they names all they got. You feel me?
Right. And
unless Sony's like, all right, we're gonna sabotage them. That way they'll come crawling to us.
even though we invested in them and we'd lose money on that investment by sabotaging.
At this point,
I feel like that's a super convoluted way of wasting a lot of money to do barely anything.
No, they're doing that so they can buy them out and be like, hey, we still want you,
All right. So Madrid, there's SMT5 and Persona news.
Not so. Was there SMT5 news?
Somebody put SMT5. Jalen, did you put SMT5 on the dock? Somebody put SMT5 on the dock.
I think we were just hyped about it because it's coming. Like the info that they've been dropping, like the character designs and shit they've been dropping on Instagram, and like some of the reasoning behind why they chose some of that shit. It's just cool. And then it was Persona 5's 5th anniversary last Wednesday, and now it's Persona's 25th anniversary. So
as a series,
they're gearing up to like have a long, convoluted rollout of Persona shit. So apparently they're supposed to be like real. What's up?
As of recording, we have wallpapers. Like it's so slow and convoluted. It's like drop number 1. Here you go, some wallpapers. Eventually,
it's like the alien rollout,
The
it's
more
like, UFO here. Oh yeah, aliens are actually real. Like wait, wait, when did this whole video game come out? No, last week? What? Just wait, we're gonna be there. So, I can sense more Persona games coming to Steam. Maybe some ports.
Yeah, more ports.
Please.
We're gonna get Persona 6, at least the announcement.
Persona 6 announcement.
The way they announced Persona 5.
Persona 3 remake or master. Either way is fine.
Remake would be cool.
It's just gonna come to Steam first.
3?
Probably.
I think they just do 3 remake everywhere. Cause why not?
I mean, that'd be cool, but.
3 remake everywhere. 3 port. PC. Full Steam.
Please, let's just play more 3. Just more 3.
Or fuck
just,
it.
Come on.
Put it on Switch too.
Or maybe put the duology on Switch and Steam.
Yeah, because the cool thing about this, they're actually showing a lot of those other characters, like from Persona 1, Persona 2, the FemCs, So that's tight that they're acknowledging these people's existence. So hopefully that means maybe outside of just a merge, you might get a little love,
I mean, they said this was going to be a 2-year. This was going to be like a full year-on rollout. So
we're just going to have a drip feed of Persona news for the rest of time.
We're gonna have your weekly Persona, weekly to bi-weekly Persona update.
I actually need Madrid. You gotta play 4 if you can find a way and see if it works.
No, I can totally run it on here. I don't log into Steam. That's the problem. Because all the time I'm like, oh yeah, that's on sale, isn't it? But I don't log into Steam ever.
I really want to know your take on 4 versus 5. Not saying one's better, just like
The pros and
character
cons.
developments. Yeah, the character developments and how you interact, and then like the story overall.
And honestly, I kind of like the music in 4 a little better now.
Four's music.
The music in
is
4
actually
slaps.
so
3, 4, and 5 all have solid ass soundtracks.
Everybody was
Yeah.
saying that, and I was like, I don't know. I think y'all are crazy. And then I really listened to 4's music.
Yeah,
I'm like,
4's
oh, I think-
music.
I think
so
that I think
good.
that has like the best kind of like variety, and then like what it does do in like some of those cases, like your affection. Oh God. And I need to hear all these songs kind of play like in the game now,
Yes.
because I think that's just
Yes.
like the
It
daily,
just- it
like the
hits-
daily
yeah.
theme.
Yep, it is.
It's one of them. It depends on the
And I'm
weather.
like, damn, that's my shit.
Anton just took me back. I was like, I 50 hours in this fucking game, and it was just all good.
When snowflakes hit,
But
the game hit
I did say
different.
my plan is that's why I'm really trying to dig into 14 right now, because I'm thinking once I run out of game time, I'm just gonna like tear back into my backlog. You know, I just scooped up Boyfriend Dungeon. I just Anton fucked with me on Kenna.
Yep.
You know,
A boyfriend
So I
dungeon,
played a little bit
I
of
will
that.
say, is interesting.
have you been playing it?
I tried it out on Game Pass, and I was like,
I'm having fun.
yeah, it's fun. I was just like, it just started out strong, and I was like, I wasn't expecting this. But then
Yeah.
I
Like when
needed
you
to
see
get-
that first sword transformation, it's like,
Yeah.
yo,
I was like,
okay, we in anime. Let's
what
go.
up? But I think I need one more retry of it, and I think I'll get into it. I think I was just playing it on my phone one day at work during lunch, and I was like, let me just hop into Boyfriend Dungeon on.
That's a good little fun
xCloud.
game.
Yeah.
I played a little bit before bed, just in the bed, just you know, or maybe on my 15.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give Boyfriend Dungeon because it looks like it'd be a lot of fun within the story. Like the story automatically, like without off the bat, looked like it was gonna be good.
Yeah,
As far as like this is gonna take me on a ride, and I'm here for it.
yeah, it's Soul Eater,
Mm-hmm.
but for
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
date, you know,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
No,
I guess. Yeah.
I guess
Accurate.
if you want to date your sword, that turns into
2 pistols.
A fuck boy.
yeah. 100%.
Yo, that's Sunder. He's a fuck boy. I will say this though, like full transparent, as somebody who has been stalked, there is this stalking element in it, and it is triggering.
Is it?
Yes,
Is that?
but
like-
I didn't know about it going into it, so I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Is that what I'm sensing off her? I was like, there's like something off about this game.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
a
one
little
character. It's like, there's like you were cool at first, but are you like a human supremacist? Like a non weapon supremacist? What's going on here? And a stalker?
Sounds like a bad combination.
bit. Sounds
Right.
problematic.
All right. Does anybody have one more thing before we wrap? Play
No.
Skullgirls.
Yeah.
Play
Actually,
Skullgirls.
Skullgirls is
Yeah.
a fun fighting game. Play Skullgirls.
Umbrella is in beta on PC now, I think. So if you have the season pass, you can probably play some Umbrella.
It's also an evil corporation.
Okay, what about
You
Annie
know,
of
for
the
once,
Stars?
for once, it's not.
Yeah, it's just
It's a skull-
an
it's-
adorable child with a fucking demon umbrella, you know? Nothing wrong with that.
Whatever. Sounds about right.
Okay, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Anton6 with 3 X's, Chris,
You can follow me at Chef and Chris.
Jalen,
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
Alright, this has been a Know It's Good production. The audio version is edited by Iknowjones. The video version is edited by Law and Twisted Mind. Until next time, keep it cheesy.